What's going on YouTube? I am JohnPun09 and today we are going to be talking about how much money do YouTubers make, specifically in their first month with a small channel size. So my channel is 1,000 subscribers right now, a little bit more than 1,000 subscribers. And in this video, I'm going to be going over the specifics of just how much money you can make on YouTube with that many subscribers. Now, obviously, there are a lot of variables that we will go into that are going to determine how much money that you can actually make. There are several different types of ways that you can make money on YouTube. As you probably know, if you've been watching YouTube for any amount of time, you know that YouTubers make money primarily off of ads. They get money from those advertisers based off the amount of views that they get on their video. YouTube has also introduced recently other ways to earn on YouTube, such as memberships, and super chats have been a thing for quite some time. Recently, they've also added monetization to YouTube Shorts. That was not always the case, but you can now actually earn money off of YouTube Shorts views. So before we get into that, I just want to take a minute and give a little bit of an overview on my channel. So my channel, for those of you that don't know, is primarily a gaming channel. I primarily play Apex Legends, live streaming, and almost, I would say like 99% of my content are live streams. I only have about 4 or 5 long form videos. I'm starting to make more videos. My goal is to make at least one long form video a week. So far, this is my 4th one that I'll be doing. But in the past year that I've been on YouTube, I've been primarily just doing live streams, typically between at least 4 to 6 live streams per week. I do have a full-time job, and so I stream, in my off time. So at night, usually my stream will be 2 or 3 hours, and then on the weekends, 5 or 6 hours, just depending on what I've got going on. So that kind of gives you an idea. My very first day on YouTube, my very first stream was on June 30th, 2022. And then it took me all the way until July 7th, 2023 to be monetized. Now, this was actually under the new monetization system. So previously you had to have 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 watch hours within a 12-month time period to be monetized. And I've actually watched a lot of these videos from different creators, and most of them make videos, so they talk about how hard it is to reach that watch hour threshold. Honestly, if you're primarily a live streamer, if you're mostly doing live streams, you're gonna hit those watch hours pretty quickly. I think within my first maybe 3 months, I had 4,000 watch hours. So if you're doing a lot of live stream content, that's going to happen very easily. If you're doing videos and you're only getting 100 views on a 5-minute video, it's not going to generate that much watch time for you, so it is going to be hard to hit that threshold. However, in June of 2023, YouTube, I think in response to Kick and Twitch being much easier to gain partner, lowered the standards for partial monetization. And what this allowed was for content creators with at least 500 subscribers and at least 3,000 watch hours or 10 million views on shorts to be able to get partially monetized. And what that included was the ability to have members and super chats. This was a very good move, I think, on YouTube's part, because the 1,000 subscriber threshold takes a long time, especially as a gaming live streamer. It takes consistency for about a year to reach those kind of numbers, unless there's some type of anomaly, unless you have a following on another platform or something like that. But if you're solely focusing your content on YouTube, you don't have a following from somewhere else, they're not following you over from Twitch or TikTok or something like that, to just grow on YouTube, it's going to take about a year to get that many subscribers, in my case. So with YouTube lowering it to 500 subscribers, that's still difficult to attain. However, once you have 500 subscribers, you're probably pretty consistent on YouTube, and especially in live stream, the membership function, I think, really works best for live streaming, because when you're live streaming, you're building a community, you're getting to know your chat better than doing long form videos or shorts. You just are. Those videos and shorts that you post, I'm recording this video, I'll edit it some, and then I'll post it, but there's really not much interaction with your community other than through the comment section at the end. And a lot of YouTubers, miss out on that as well. Even small creators sometimes will neglect their comment section and not respond to every comment. So really live streaming gives you the opportunity to get to know your community, and with that, the membership feature is going to be a lot more valuable for small creators and the ability to get super chats. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into some specifics. My very first month on YouTube, I made exactly, I'm not going to tell you that easy. You thought I was going to tell you. You thought I was going to give up the goods, but we're not quite ready. I might be a small channel, but I'm not new to this game. But I will tell you exactly how much my very first YouTube check was. I think it's a little bit awkward for YouTubers or anyone to talk about specifically how much money they make. And especially YouTubers that do this full time, like nobody really wants to share. Most people don't really want to share how much their full-time income is with the world, or even with people that you're, friends with. It's kind of awkward for even your friends to know exactly how much money that you make. Sharing YouTube earnings and why this is, I feel like there's a little bit less content even around this, and especially from smaller channels, is because it is kind of awkward, because obviously my community is going to be seeing this, and my community is also the ones that have provided most of the income. As you'll see, the majority of my income my first month came from memberships and super chats, the vast majority, not the ads. So I guess it's a little bit awkward in a way for YouTubers to kind of breach this subject, especially knowing that the people that donated to their channel are going to be most likely watching. If you have people that are donating money to your channel, they probably watch most, if not all, your content, so they're going to be seeing this. So let me just take my first chance and opportunity to thank all of those that are members of my channel, everybody that's donated financially. I definitely very much appreciate you, and it goes a long way to helping me continue to operate the channel, buy thumbnails, graphic art, hardware, things like that I need to be able to do what I do. So thank you very much. Those of you that donate your time, I also greatly appreciate it, because those watch hours also are not, do not come free. You definitely have to work and have people willing to invest in you to be a YouTube creator. So let's first just talk about the different ways that you can make money on YouTube. The first way is watch page ads. These are just ads that are going to appear around your video or also embedded within your videos. So when you clicked on this video, you most likely got an ad unless you have YouTube Premium. Shout out YouTube Premium users, because those will also give you a way to earn money on YouTube if people that have YouTube Premium are watching your content. You can also make money on shorts feed ads. So when you make shorts and they do well, you can also get money based off of those views. However, do note that those views and the time that people spend watching your shorts don't actually add to your watch time total. I would recommend shorts more as a way of promoting your channel versus a way that you would get your channel monetized. Unless maybe you're a TikTok creator or something like that and you have a big following for that type of content, it's very unlikely that you're going to be able to get monetized just solely based off your shorts. However, I do think that they do a lot to boost your channel and get more eyes on it. I've gone through several periods where I post a short every single day, and I can tell over time, especially after like a month of doing that, you will notice more views on your other type of content, whether it's long form or live streams. The third way is memberships. So people can join your channel similar to Twitch or other platforms. They can join and get special perks and be able to use different emojis, custom emojis in your chat, among other benefits that you may give them. One of my perks of being a member, which I actually don't have officially listed, is I have a Minecraft realm that members are able to join. So you can do different things like that just to show your appreciation for the people that support your channel. And then lastly, for the way that I have enabled is super chats. I think everybody pretty much knows what a super chat is. Just a one-time donation to your channel through YouTube. One thing too that I'll point out, so the watch page ads and the shorts ads, the amount that you get from these is going to vary depending on what kind of content you're making. So you probably, if you're a YouTuber, have heard of CPM. Essentially, just to boil it down, this is how much advertisers are willing to pay for the type of content that you're making. So content in the financial sphere or health and wellness type channels tend to have really high CPMs or amount that advertisers are willing to pay, whereas gaming has probably the lowest CPM on YouTube, and we'll talk about mine here in a minute as we get into the specifics. Another way that I have not done yet, but I may do in the future as my channel grows, is through shopping. So you can basically link your YouTube channel to a store. I don't know a lot about it because I haven't actually done it or really engaged with people that have this setup, but it is one way if you have merchandise and things like that to be able to sell your merchandise to your community. One thing I will say too, if you're a YouTube content creator that is watching this, there are several steps to getting monetized. So just because I was eligible for monetization on July 7th, there were several steps that I had to do. One of them is filling out your tax information. So right here, it says setup complete. But if you have pending things that you need to do, like submitting your tax information, the first thing that you'll have to do is actually even link your AdSense account. So I already had my AdSense account linked to my Google account through my Gmail. That's the first thing that you'll need to do, your AdSense account. The second thing that you'll need to do is provide your tax information. The third thing that you'll need to do is verify your identity. So I took a picture of my driver's license and submitted it to them. The fourth thing that you'll need to do is verify your address. And that was a very exciting moment because when you verify your address, Google is actually going to send you a physical piece of mail. And I still have mine like right by my desk. I think I'm going to frame it at some point, but it's a very exciting milestone for YouTubers. I was watching some other videos about the same kind of thing, and everybody was really excited to get their verification pin in the mail. Because especially if you've poured so much time into this with the goal of being monetized one day, and the amount of time that it takes, by the time that you get to the step that you're setting everything up, it's a really satisfying and fulfilling process to go through, even though it is tedious. There are a lot of steps. So they will send you that physical piece of mail. Many of these steps YouTube says will take like several weeks or maybe up to 30 days. But in my case, all of them happened really fast. Like I applied for the PIN and I think it came in the mail within like 3 or 4 days. So it's actually much quicker than they kind of estimate. And I'm sure there's other factors that go into that as well. But it was really quick. So once you verify the PIN, they mail you just so that they can verify your address. At that point, the last step will be to submit your bank account information or link your bank account to your AdSense account so that you can accept payment. Now for mine, even though I was past the threshold, for the longest time, it wasn't allowing me to add my bank account information. So I thought I wasn't going to get paid. So the first month I was monetized was in July. However, it wasn't until like probably the first or second week of August that I was able to put my bank account information in, even though I was past the $100 threshold. Once you put your bank account information in, you also have to verify your bank account. So YouTube will, or Google will deposit a random amount. I think in my case it was like 21 cents or something like that, and then you have to report how much they deposit into your account. And then at that point you have finally completed all the steps that you need to be able to be a YouTube partner and receive payment. So assuming that you've passed that payment threshold of $100 in a 30-day period, you will get paid for that month in the following month on the 21st. So I got my earnings from all of July on the 21st of August. One thing too, I will say, I was not monetized. As we look at the specifics on here, I know everybody is just raring to go. As we look at the specifics of this, I was only fully monetized for part of July. So basically I was accepted into the partial program when I had like 960 something subs. And so they gave me partial monetization at the beginning of the month, which was super chats and memberships. But then it wasn't until like the last 2 days of July where I finally hit 1,000 subscribers and I could turn watch page and short feed ads on. And the nice thing about these things is, since I had already gone through all of this lengthy process of getting everything set up, once I was eligible for the actual advertising on YouTube, it was as soon as I hit 1,000 subs, I was able to just turn it on like that day, or really immediately as soon as I hit the 1,000 subscribers. And I already had the watch hour requirement for both forms of monetization, so that wasn't an issue either. All right, so let's get into it. How much did I actually make on YouTube my very first 30 days? So we're gonna look at the analytics for the revenue just for July. So for the month of July, I made a whopping $1.37 in ad revenue, and let me tell you, it's about what I expected. I thought I was gonna make pennies. So this is based off of 2 streams. My very first stream ever that I did that was monetized. I think this was about a 6-hour stream. I probably got around 100 views. I got 61 cents. And let me tell you, 61 cents does not buy much, especially these days. But I was so excited to finally just earn some money on YouTube that wasn't a donation from somebody in my community. It was just actual ad revenue of being an official YouTuber. I was very excited about the 61 cents. And then the next day, 74 cents. I think this was a little bit longer of a stream, but still probably around 100 to 120 views, which is what my streams usually kind of average. Also, you'll notice, so YouTube Premium, 27 cents of that was from YouTube Premium watchers. My CPM for July was $5.50. There are other, like I said, other categories. I've seen this be as high as like $10 depending on what space you're in, but gaming is very low just because there's not huge marketability outside of things like Raid Shadow Legends or mobile games. There's not a lot of advertising going on YouTube for gaming specifically. So let's look at August. As I film this, it is August 26th. So this is my first almost completely full month of ad revenue. So 3 cents, 49 cents. The days where it's really low, so I just posted one short. I think it got maybe like around 500 views and I made 4 cents. So you're not gonna get rich quick doing any of this, but specifically shorts do not pay a lot of money. However, like I said, in my experience, they do help grow the channel. 55 cents, 60 cents, 90 cents. I actually had 3 pieces of content. This was my first ever OBS tutorial here. So I did that. I did a live stream and I posted a short all in one day for a whopping total of 90 cents. So one of these days we're going to break the dollar threshold, and that's going to be very, very exciting for one day. So as we just go through here, about 50 to 75 cents is what I make when I do like live streams. So how much was my actual paycheck from YouTube though so I have not, so I have not shown you my true earnings. So my actual total earnings on YouTube for this month was actually $128.31. And again, most of that was through memberships and super chats. So my membership total was $121.72. Memberships, I think you get about 75% of the total revenue for the memberships. So if your community spends $100 on memberships, you're getting about $75 for that. Whereas the super chats is a little bit less. It's about 70%. And then super chats, I got $30.89 was my share of the super chats. So again, very grateful for my community. Obviously, I would be nowhere near the threshold if it weren't for those memberships, and a lot of these are gifted memberships as well. So out of total memberships in August, $76.91 were gifted memberships, $44.81 were people actually buying recurring memberships. Right now I have 3 membership tiers. The first tier starts at $1.99, the second tier is $4.99, and then the last tier is $9.99. For gifted memberships, the gifted membership is always the mid tier, and I'm thinking that it's always $5, even if you change it to a different amount. I think a gifted membership is always $5. So that's my first 30 days in a nutshell. Again, it really doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. Really what it comes down to is how many views that you're getting. So anyways, I just wanted to make this video just to be transparent and let you know about how much money that you can make on YouTube with 1,000 subscribers. If you enjoyed this video, if you're a content creator, I do have other videos out about OBS and different things about streaming, different tips and tricks that you can do to improve your channel. I plan on posting weekly videos about content creation and streaming, so I hope you tune in, subscribe if you haven't yet, like the video if you thought it was interesting, and we will see you next time. Peace.